What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here, and today I am eating the Papa John's all-in-one box, or the all-in-one box 2. I don't know what this 2 is all about, but it's basically like one of those pizza boxes that comes with pizza, side dishes, and a dessert, I believe. This came out to almost like 40 bucks. I think it was like 35 something. And it comes with a bunch of different stuff. I'm not even sure what it comes with, so let's find out together. Alright, the top level here is the pizza. I got the, it's called Super Papa's, which is basically Supreme. Looking pretty good. The next level is cookie and a bunch of sauces, I believe. So this is a big old chocolate chip cookie. And is that it? I think so. And the bottom level here is some cheese sticks and some chicken down there. So I'm gonna unpack all this and set it up. So it looks like Pidgey found a new house. But here's what we're working with. Got the cheese sticks here, looking pretty good, a lot of them. Some kind of chicken tenders or chicken strips. Here is the pizza itself, looking pretty good. Got the olives, pepperoni, mushrooms, basically just like a Supreme pizza. And here's the cookie. Here's what everything looks like. Looks like a pretty good amount of food. Having some problems fitting everything on screen, but I think you got the gist of it. The cookie gets cut off about halfway through, but that's alright. Anyway, I'm super hungry, and I'm just going to try some food out. I'm going to start with the pizza. Here's what we got. Mmm. Mmm. That is really good. I haven't ate all day. First meal of the day, and I drank last night too, so it's hitting the spot. Whenever I drink, I always like to eat greasy foods the next day. That's exactly what I need. Alright, let's go for one of these chicken strips. Chicken tender type of thing. It's good. It could be a little bit more crispy. This did take a while to get delivered. Pizza's so good and hot though. These just aren't very crispy. The flavor is there though. Really good. Looks like they gave me some honey mustard, garlic ranch dressing. I'm not sure what this is for exactly, but I'm gonna just try it out. A lot of people actually have commented on my videos when I eat pizza and always ask me, do you ever eat pizza with ranch? And I don't usually. I have before. Let's try it out. Alright. I see you. That is pretty good. They didn't give me any marinara, I don't think. Alright, here we go. For the cheese sticks. Really sweet marinara. In Korea, they like things sweet. I prefer it a little bit more savory myself, but still good amount. And I think this might do me. I'm not sure if I can even eat all this, especially with the cookie. Let's try this out. There's a lot of food. This could probably feed like 3 people. Wow. Super moist. Soft. That's a nice cookie. Alright, so I'm going to get to eating. And I got to do some serious eating here. I don't really have anything planned to talk about at all. Usually I come up with a little list or an idea of something I could talk about. Today I got nothing. Absolutely nothing, so damn. I'm gonna try to let the food come through, or instead of just blabbing my head off. I did actually do a similar video to this a while back with my girlfriend SJ. We did Pizza Hut, their version of like this kind of box meal type of thing. I do love Pizza Hut. But after trying this and trying that, I think they're about the same price. I would probably pick this one again if I had to. The Pizza Hut one, it came with, oh yeah, some stuff that wasn't really that good, but everything here is really good. Pizza Hut one came with some like sweet cheese balls. Oh man. Well, here's that new combo. Chicken finger and the garlic dipping sauce. Thought it was a honey mustard. That is really good. Wow. A little bit hot in here though, but I'm completely content right now. What do you guys think? Can I eat all this? There's a lot of food for me. Usually when I watch mukbang, like compared to like other mukbangers, like especially in Korea, I don't usually eat that much food. If I did, I get really fat. I probably could, like once or twice, maybe for like a week. But after that week, I'd be like super fat. But whenever I watch those mukbangs, like Ben's, or who is it? There's this girl named Francesca. If you look her up on YouTube, it's Ran F. But they can eat so much, and I would just get amazed at what the first thing I do. I watch for a couple minutes, and then just fast forward to the end just to see if they ate it all, and they always do, which is just crazy. Oh, there's another guy too. I think his name is Embro. That dude eats a lot. Man. This is like my perfect hangover cure right here. In Korea, I think they have a kind of different hangover cure when it comes to food. Kind of like soup-based things. Maybe, what's it called? I've never had it. I've never tried it out. Some kind of like seafood type of soup, I'm pretty sure. Haejanguk, something like that. But when I'm hungover, that's like the last thing I would want, personally. Like some soupy, maybe seafoody stuff. For me, pizza, burgers, fries. Best way. And Coke. something I discovered recently. When I drink a lot and my stomach's feeling upset, the next morning if I drink Coke, it makes it feel better. I don't know why. I don't know how that works, or if that works for anyone else, or if I'm just weird like that, or what. Mm. Make a little chicken pizza here. Really sweet marinara sauce though. That's the only thing. So let's see, what's new with BenDeen? Yesterday was kind of an interesting day. I live streamed for the very first time. For those of you who checked that out and are checking out this video, thank you for stopping by. I did it on an app called LiveStar. It's an app right now. I think they'll get a PC version soon. But I gotta say, it was pretty fun. Definitely being able to like talk to people, interact with people in like kind of a live kind of fashion. Something I've never done before, and something that I thought was really a cool experience. And I'll probably do a decent amount from now on, so I'll keep you guys updated on my live stream situation. I think some friends stopped by. I think even my dad stopped by for a second. He didn't mention anything to me, but like a lot of you guys have probably noticed that I just haven't kind of been ignoring. Probably seems like I've been ignoring the comment section lately in my YouTube videos. It has gotten kind of hard for me to keep up with all those, and it's something that is very like time consuming and stuff like that. So I figured, doing the live stream thing would be like killing two birds with one stone. It's more efficient to just talk, instead of sit there and reply to all the comments. So if you're wanting more of that, interaction, if you have questions or anything like that, check out the live stream. I'll probably be shooting to do a few hours every week, so yeah, like I said, I'll keep you updated on that. It is Korean Thanksgiving right now, aka Chuseok is how you say it in Korean. Basically the same thing as Thanksgiving in America, I'm pretty sure. It's like to celebrate, well, kind of different. I guess it's around the same time of year, but it's to celebrate like the harvest and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. Eat a lot, meet with family. They have a few days off of work, so similar type of vibe. It's like one of the two main holidays here. And it's definitely seems like it's definitely a very different vibe from usual, like Seoul. Fast paced, loud, a lot of people. Like now if you go out, it'll be looking pretty empty. Actually, the very first time I came to Korea, it was Chuseok. And I had no idea what Chuseok was, never heard of it before. I didn't know, like, when I booked my flight, that there was anything going on, but I came here and there's like not that many people around, and like a lot of stores are closed. And I was like, what's going on here, you know? But actually, a decent amount of people. I went out last night as well. So 2 nights ago, I pulled an all-nighter, live streamed, which was, yeah, it was pretty crazy. Fell asleep for like three hours again. I really wanted to make a video, but I didn't get to it. And then my friend was hitting me up, like we should go out. Shout out to my buddy Andy. One of the first friends I've met in Korea. I don't know if he wants me to tell you all his info and stuff, but he wasn't having the best day. I'll say that. He was like, "Hey, you should come out. We should drink." So I went up to Itaewon last night, which is like the foreigner area of Seoul. A lot of foreigners up there, and since Chuseok, Korean Thanksgiving, is mainly for Koreans who celebrate it. There was actually a lot of people out last night in Itaewon. A lot of Koreans too, but a lot of foreigners. Drank quite a bit. Pretty fast. I think this would be good if I put chicken on this pizza and try it out. I know my girlfriend would like this. Yeah, and she's in her hometown right now. Pidgey, hey! Pidgey. Pidgey. Yeah, she's not originally from Seoul. Her family's all in another town, so she went back to her hometown for Chuseok. I'm all alone watching Pidgey for a few days. Oh man, Pidgey, hey! Stepping on my laptop, please, hey, Pidgey. God, Pidgey. Well, hopefully nothing messed up. My recording program was up, and now there's some weird blue bars on it, but hopefully it's still recording. God, Pidgey. The one time he's not sleeping. And tomorrow, one of my friends is having a little house party type of thing tomorrow night, so I'll probably go over there. I say house party, but yeah, in Seoul, that's one of the things I miss about Korea, actually. That's one of the things I miss about Korea. One of the things I miss about America is, I'm sure if you go to like more of the countryside, where there's more houses, you could probably run into some more like house party type of things, but usually young people, they're either living with their families or they're living in a very small apartment, or it's not really a good place to have house parties, just for those reasons. in general, you know, there's a lot more apartments, and so you can't be too loud. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it'll probably just be like more of like a get together, eat, drink, and hang out. No really loud music, none of that kind of stuff. But yeah, back in the day when I was a kind of living in a college town for a while. After high school, I moved to a college town, another town like a few hours away from my hometown. In my with a couple of friends, Jake and Logan, they were like my best friends at the time. We were attending the college, and I'm just living with them, doing my own thing, kind of. But there's a lot of house parties down there. Obviously, it's a college town in Illinois where there's like a lot of open space and actual houses. But yeah, those were some classic days. I was never a big drinker back in the day. Back in those days, Korea has definitely turned me into a bigger drinker. But I remember going out, just walking around the streets, and there would be like maybe just many, like, I don't know, 10, 20 different house parties going on. And you just find them randomly. And you look at it, it's like, hey, well, there's a lot of people there. Should we check it out? Usually you'd have to like pay money to like get a cup and then drink from the keg. Those are some classic days. I don't think I've ever got busted. I don't think I've ever been at a party where the cops came in and busted it. Maybe once. Not like in the movies where everyone just like runs and scatters and stuff. But yeah, definitely in America, always paranoid about the cops. It's funny in Korea. So like one of the few times I was having like a house party in Korea, I wasn't having it. My buddy was having it. He lives in a pretty big place, just in a regular apartment, maybe two bedrooms, right? In kind of this area, so it's like a crowded area, a lot of people, kind of expensive area. There's probably 10 people over there, and we were pretty loud, I gotta say. He had really big speakers, and he liked EDM, like electric dance music, so we were listening to that pretty loud. Definitely would have been annoying to anyone who heard it, especially like in Korea where people don't usually do that kind of stuff. People are usually quiet and respectful of their neighbors, I feel like. So the cops came knocking on the door, and this is just one thing that I feel is kind of funny and different than America. The cops in Korea, they don't. Sometimes I don't know why they even exist, or why they don't change their ways a little bit, because like really they're not like, they don't have much authority, it seems like. So they came to a knocking on the door. in America, I feel like we had some young people that I'm not sure. And it's gonna be a long mukbang. My recording limit is 27 minutes, and it already ended. So started up again. I still got quite a bit of food left. But anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, I'm not sure how old everybody was, but definitely, we didn't look old. Like if you looked at us, we might as well have been like a bunch of college kids or something. But I feel like in America, if they did that, first thing they do, because it's obvious, like we've been drinking. I feel like in America, the first thing they would do is like ask for some ID or something. But there literally was just like, hey, your neighbor said to keep it down a little bit. And they were like, all right. And they left. I'm pretty sure we like kind of ignored it. We're still being like really loud. And they came back again and they're like, hey, can you be a little bit more quiet? They're like, all right. I mean, we just got out of there in the end, but I feel like if in America, I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but they would have definitely done something. Especially come the second time. And if you're going to make us come back a second time, I don't know. Like, it's just like, well, I don't know. They just didn't have any authority. Don't have guns. Like, I know that's kind of a sensitive issue these days. Not really many guns in Korea in general, so I mean, no need for guns, I guess, but one of the craziest things I ever saw, though, was when I was drinking outside in public with a couple of my classmates. Yeah, you can drink outside in Korea. Pretty much, yeah, it's okay to do pretty much anywhere, I feel like. Anyway, we're in this kind of like abandoned park area, just drinking some soju or whatever, and it was not a very good area. There was a bunch of homeless people. I don't know why looking back, I don't know why we chose that spot. But we were 20 feet away from a bunch, like maybe 2 or 3 homeless guys who were not just homeless, but a little bit, off the rocker or just a little bit mentally unstable. They were like fighting with each other, like wrestling around, like yelling at each other. Probably like hitting each other a little bit. And I think a couple cops came by patrolling the area. I think, yeah, because there's like regular people like us just drinking in the park. And someone must have called the cops. The cops came and they were like, hey guys, you gotta chill out. Like, just chill out, take it easy. And then they're like, whatever. And the cops just left. They start going at it again. Like, every time these homeless guys, they start fighting like harder and harder. Getting, like, if you're, pushing each other, yelling at each other, I feel like that's something that is not too rare even in Korea, but they start hitting each other and stuff, like throwing fists. And that's when I was like, man, it's out of control. So someone got the cops back. And again, the cops were like, hey, you gotta stop. They were like fighting with each other right in front of the cops, like wrestling with each other. The cops were trying to pull them apart and stuff. But in the end, they were just like, all right, well, just behave, pretty much. Cops left again. It gets even worse. Cops come back, do the same thing. I think they did that like 3 times. Eventually, it gets to the point where these guys are fighting so hard. They're probably drunk or just insane or something. One dude picks up an empty bottle of soju that's sitting on the ground next to him. And I remember witnessing this whole thing. He smashed it on the other dude's head. Dude starts bleeding. That's like some stuff you see out of the movies. Like, seriously. And I was like, what the Like I just got stunned for a second. The dude I'm with, like one of the dudes I'm with, he's like he was like he pulled a good move. He ran over there and was like, man, like dude with a glass bottle in his hand, and he was like he ran over to him and he was like, dude, like what the you know, you can't do that, just in English. Eventually, like the dude, like he dropped the bottle. I went over there, was trying to talk to him or something. Meanwhile, the dude, yeah, one guy who got hit is on the ground with like blood everywhere. Someone gets some. Someone got him like some tissues or something, and the cops came back. That was like the last straw. Like anyone, I was feeling really weird. Like 3 times the cops came and did nothing. It was escalating really bad. And I'm thinking, you gotta do something. You can't just let them continue this or it's gonna get even worse. And it took a dude getting a glass bottle broken over his head for the cops to actually like take him somewhere. Not sure where they took him, but yeah, cops in Korea. Really nothing to fear there, I feel like. But you know, at the same time, I feel like there's not as much crime that's going on here in Korea, which is really another nice thing about living here. Really nice. I feel safe here, no matter where I'm at. I guess no matter what type of day, no matter what area. My area is supposedly a bad area in Seoul, but I think it's really nice. Like compared to some of the places I lived in America, or like compared to one place that I lived in America. It's like a gated community, you know? I lived in one place, so when I was living in that college town, I had no money. I was like really broke. I had a little bit of money from just doing like odd jobs, part-time jobs. But either way, we found the cheapest place to live in the whole city, I think, in the whole town. Really bad place. Hearing what sounds like gunshots as you go to sleep was always very soothing. People getting like my good friends and neighbors, like twice. 2 of my good friends slash neighbors who lived in the area got held up at gunpoint. One time the dudes with guns, like they just kicked the door down and went in. The other time my other friend was sitting in his car and some dude came up with a gun, just in the parking lot, like, of the apartment complex. Like I'm glad that never happened to me. Our apartment did get broken into one time, but that's another story. But yeah, even like I said, it's funny if you mention the area where I live to someone in Seoul, they think of it as a bad neighborhood, maybe a dangerous, like just like the slums, or not the slums, I guess, but just not a good neighborhood, scary. I think it's like a really great place to be, and that's one of the good things about Korea, I feel like. Also, there's a ton of CCTV surveillance, like security tape, cameras everywhere. And I think just in general, the mentality of people is just not as bad. The behavior of people, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna transfer these over here. Looks like the cookie got a lot smaller with this new angle, but I'm gonna try it with some milk. I guess I forgot to mention that on my top 10 favorite things about living in Korea, about the safety factor. But I'm pretty sure that would be a lot of people, especially girls. You know, honestly, I don't really I never felt unsafe even when I was in that bad neighborhood, but I guess it could be a lot different if you're a girl, because actually I have heard that in Korea, for whatever reason, that rape is an issue. And this is my style cookie. You can probably hear a little bit of that crisp crunch, but it's only on the very outside edge. Like the inside is all very moist and soft, really sweet. That was a good cookie. Very big though. Here we go. I'm getting pretty full, to be honest. I'll probably eat this last slice here, and then I'll probably save this one last slice, this piece of cheese stick, and these two little chicken nugget type of things for tomorrow, maybe for a late night snack. And this cookie, I'll probably try to polish off like half of it, I guess. Or maybe just a couple slices. I saw this in America way back in the day. I'm not sure if I've ever tried it though. I always thought it was kind of a gimmicky thing to get people to buy pizzas, or to get people to pay more money and get a box like this, which is definitely not easy on the wallet. But I mean, it's just like a big cookie. Like, all right, what's the difference between that and a bunch of small cookies? You know, that was my thought process back in the day. I think there might be something to it. The way they bake it. It does give like different textures on each slice. Like this pointy part here will be different than this part. So, you know, if you like really soft and chewy cookies, like, you could eat this part. But if you like crunchier cookies, the outside is more crunchy. I don't know. I'm not hating it. I'm enjoying it. Man, I feel like this is like one of the few times, maybe one or two times, I haven't finished all my food. But, you know, I don't want to force myself to eat more than I can, or more than I should. And it'll definitely be good later on. So, kind of a shame. I would be a little bit disappointed if I watched this video personally. Like, man, you gotta finish all the food, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry if you guys were expecting me to finish everything. Not this time. Not this time. Anyway, this video has gone on for long enough. I think I'm just going to finish off this last crust and this. So I'll probably just cut the video off right now. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.